Hi, everybody. I recently read this great book by Adam Grant called Think Again, and I hope he doesn't mind me plugging his book. But it's a very good book. It talks a lot about knowledge that's been learned over time, or things that we once believed as fact that really aren't. One such item that's identified in there is the old adage that if you throw a frog into a boiling hot pot of water, it will immediately jump out. But if you put it in a pot of water and slowly boil it up, that it will sit there and die. Turns out that that's not true. And I realized that there's a number of things like that that we have all experienced. I, for one, have experienced something very similar. I've been in contract manufacturing for decades. I had developed with my team a new process, new at the time, of placing an 01005 size component on a board. And turned out that our AOI machine actually was not capable of detecting a component that small. So I was in the market for a new AOI machine. I tested a number of them, found this one machine that was appropriate for what we needed, purchased that machine, and it worked fine. And the company that sold me that machine kept asking me how it was doing and, were we happy with it? And I told them yes. They asked about the solder inspection feature on it. Now, I had known from long before that AOI machines had a solder inspection feature on them, but it never worked. There are a lot of subjectivity in identifying appropriate solder quality, and human inspectors were just so much better at picking up that level of subjectivity. Levels of, frosting on the solder joints and, cold solder that the machine just was not able to pick up. But it did very good in other areas. So I had always had a checker, a verifier at the end of the line, checking solder quality, and the AOI machine would do the rest. So they kept pressing me to try it out. And so I did. I figured we'd give it a shot, turned on the solder quality feature, and I had some verification of that for a period of time just to make sure that it worked. And it worked. It was something that took me very much by surprise because I thought I was going to be correct and I was going to be able to report back to them, sorry, you were wrong, I was right, and we have to continue with the way we were doing it. But technology had advanced. The thing that I had known, thing I had learned as knowledge, took as fact many years before, through experience, turned out to be wrong because technology had advanced to a point where it could now do it. And that continues to happen. Technology is advancing. Human nature is advancing. A lot of things out in the world continue to move on, continue to get better. So these things that we learned long, long ago may have changed. And we have to be open to look at those things and re-examine them. Are you open to re-looking at long-held beliefs that you thought once was fact? That's it for now. Remember, be kind, stay positive, and as the legendary Red Green used to say, keep your stick on the ice.